And Danny Coulson, former Deputy Assistant Director for the FBI. All right, Danny, you know, after 40 years in the Bureau, you develop a nose for these kinds of things. You heard what the special agent in charge in Tampa said in that statement. Decode it for us.
Well, I think what he's saying is that it's him. The FBI is very conservative about making public announcements, as you know, and I think he's just he's covering his bases here, and it's gonna wait till DNA is done. The FBI didn't want to say it's him, and they look like a fool later when they find out it's not him. But it's him. There's no way it's not him. Right. I think the strange thing about it is the parents go out and find it. That raises a lot of questions for me, and I don't want to cast any disparagement upon anybody, but this is really an issue. It's a strange situation, and we just let this thing play out a little bit.
Yeah, Brian brought that up and sort of talked about this, how the reserve was back open, the swamp was back open. The parents say, oh, gee, we want to go out and look for our son. And lo and behold, they happen to find him after weeks of the FBI and others searching and not finding him. You zeroed in on whether or not the parents were involved. Very importantly, there's no reason to believe they are suspects. They haven't been named suspects in any way, but clearly they told police that they let their son go to this area. Here is Gabby Petito's sister talking about Laundrie's parents. Take a listen.
I worry about him. I hope he's okay, and then I'm angry and I don't know what to think. I would tell my brother to just come forward and get us out of this horrible mess. I don't know if my parents are involved. I think if they are, then they should come clean.
Brian Petito's sister talking about her parents. God, for your own daughter to say, I don't know if my parents were involved, in a way, that seems like quite an admission.
It's almost an indictment. I mean, and if you think about your children and how they understand your body language and the context of how they have relationships with your siblings, it's just strange. And I don't want to jump to any conclusions here, and we should not do that. That would have been appropriate. But there are a lot of questions that need to be answered here, and I hope the FBI gets to the bottom of it. I hope these people aren't involved, but that's bizarre. That after all these searches that they would go out and, oh, here he is. That's like a TV script, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't make sense, which is why we have you on to talk about them. Danny, thank you. Thank you very much, as always, for the time and the expertise. As you point out, the story's far from over, almost more questions than answers than we had yesterday. Appreciate it.
Right. Thank you, Leland.